Guys, welcome to a new series. This series will be What If Vegeta Spared Nappa? I always wondered why he killed him since he pretty much raised him. I mean, that was just there for dramatic effect, and he never brings him back. So, let's change that, really, with this What If. We cut to Nappa. Nappa has been destroyed. Goku broke his back and threw him to the ground. As he looked up, he saw Vegeta. "I need a hand," Nappa said, raising up his hand. Vegeta looked at him in disgust. He was about to pick him up and kill him, but then Vegeta remembered. When he was a kid, Nappa took care of him. Whenever he had problems, Nappa was always there. Nappa was with him since the beginning. And Nappa is a proud warrior Saiyan, and an upper-class Saiyan. Besides, he only got destroyed because of that stupid Kaioken trick. It had to be some sort of trick or something. Vegeta was still annoyed at Nappa, though. How could you lose to a lower-class scum? Nappa would just look down disappointed. "I'm sorry, Vegeta." "Alright, Nappa, I'll take care of them. I'll give you a stern talking to once I murder them all," he said as he put Nappa in a space pod and launched him off. Goku saw this. He knew Vegeta was going to kill him originally, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. Goku said, "You care about your partner, so there's some hope for you. Leave this planet." Vegeta said, "Shut up. I'm not leaving." And things will play out similarly as in canon. But we cut to Nappa. As Nappa got healed, he would wait for Vegeta patiently, assuming that Vegeta easily slaughtered them all. But as he was waiting, someone would walk up to him. Qui. He would begin to laugh. "Oh, Nappa, you're back. Vegeta's lackey." "Glad you're back. Frieza didn't like your little stunt, but he decided to forgive you. However, he does have a message he wants to tell you." Nappa looked scared as Qui escorted Nappa to Frieza. As Nappa began to bow down, Frieza looked at him and said, "You guys went off to a planet without me. I don't like that. However, I've decided to forgive you since I'm so merciful. But tell Vegeta this, next time he'll see me, I'll be immortal." As Frieza and his men began to leave to get the Dragon Balls, Nappa just stood there in silence. He began to sit there, and as time passed by, eventually Vegeta would arrive. Nappa went over to Vegeta's spaceship, expecting him to be fully functional, expecting him to have killed those Earthlings, but when he got out, he was beat up, battered, bruised. Nappa was shocked. What happened to Vegeta? He picked him up and quickly put him into the healing chamber. As he waited for Vegeta to heal, eventually he got out, and Nappa told him about Frieza and how he was going to Namek to get immortality. Vegeta would look at him and say, "Damn it, Nappa. I can't believe this is going to happen. We gotta stop him, but we can't fight. We have no choice. And with these Zenkai boosts, we're a lot stronger. We'll have to stand in their way." Nappa nods as they both get into a space pod and begin to fly off to Namek. Nappa and Vegeta would both land on Namek. As they land on Namek, Qui would sense their power using a scouter, and he would laugh. They barely grown at all as he would fly over to them. Ordered by Frieza, of course. As he got there, he said, well, Vegeta and his lackey, here to kill us." Vegeta wanted to fight. He's like, "Let me, please." And he goes, "Alright, Nappa, but if you fail, I'm not picking you up this time. I'm leaving you to die." Nappa says, "Oh, I'm not gonna fail." As he walks up to Qui says, "Aw, look at the big brute. I don't know if you know this, but power levels mean I'm stronger than you, even if you got more muscles. Do you understand that, you fool?" But then he punches Qui straight to the ground as he coughs up blood. "What did..." We discovered that our power levels, only a pathetic fool rely on that scouter. Even though we used to rely on it, we've learned the error of our ways. Now it's time to die, Qui. Qui said, "Wait, I can join you. Together we can..." "What's that?" And then he started to blast ki blasts at him as he laughed. But then Nappa appeared behind him. "If I have a higher power level, I'm faster than you, stupid." Qui began to shake in fear. Please let me be. I'm sorry." Nappa then blew up Qui as they both began to laugh. Qui was once above Vegeta, barely at all. And he was way above Nappa. Now that even Nappa surpassed him, it's clear that Vegeta's way stronger too. It's time for them to get the Dragon Balls, no matter what it takes. Nappa and Vegeta would go to a Namekian village and terrorize them all to steal one Dragon Ball and hide it. Meanwhile, the Z-Fighters would arrive on Namek, and as they arrived, everything stays about the same as in canon until Dodoria would show up. As Dodoria looked at Vegeta and Nappa, he was ready to fight. Nappa said, "Let me take this." Vegeta says, "But you're not." "Oh, our powers are about equal, but I got him in technique." Nappa and Dodoria began to charge each other, began to beat on each other. Dodoria was shocked. There was no way Nappa could be this powerful. How did you get so much stronger? When a Saiyan almost dies, they become much stronger. As Dodoria shoots a massive mouth beam, as Nappa shoots a mouth beam, the two mouth beams hit each other and begin to have a mouth beam clash. As they would push each other further and further, Vegeta would blast Dodoria from behind, making it so Nappa's beam would come in and destroy him. Nappa said, "You helped me?" "Of course, you were taking too long. Now come on, let's get going." Eventually, though, Nappa and Vegeta would run onto Zarbon, and that's when things got really risky. Nappa would watch as Zarbon would transform and begin to beat up Vegeta. Nappa couldn't let this happen, so he threw up an artificial moon and became a great ape. Great ape Nappa would then push away Zarbon, as Zarbon would get up and begin to charge at Nappa. Zarbon and Nappa would be near even with Nappa's 10-time booster. However, Nappa had absolute power over Zarbon for these small moves. Zarbon knew he just had to get rid of his tail, but that would be easier said than done with Vegeta guarding his tail. Even though Vegeta couldn't really fly the best right now, he could still tell Nappa when to watch out. Zarbon was backed into a corner. He would try to fly away, but Nappa would grab him and begin to squeeze him tight as he felt the blood rinse from his body, like when you squeeze a towel with water in it. Nappa said, "It's over," as then he blasted him away. Vegeta looked up at Nappa, panting heavily. Nappa would say, "How are we going to get you to a healing tank?" Nappa and Vegeta would be confused on what to do. However, as they thought Zarbon was dead, Zarbon was barely alive, as he called Frieza to tell him where they were. Frieza would arrive in his first form and began to beat up on Nappa, ripping off his tail and beat up on Vegeta. They would both wake up in a healing tank, and they would blast their way out, quickly grabbing the Dragon Balls and leaving. Frieza himself would go after them with Zarbon and Dodoria dead. However, he wouldn't be able to find them. He would be so angry that he would call the Ginyu Force. The fight with the Ginyu Force wouldn't really change that much. However, when things would change is when they were all fighting Frieza. As Nappa, Vegeta, and everyone fought Frieza, pushing themselves further and further. Nappa and Vegeta got injured just to get healed again, but Dende was killed. They were holding them off for Kakarot, but it didn't seem like Kakarot would come. It didn't seem like they would make it long enough. Suddenly, Frieza was about to shoot Nappa in the heart, but Vegeta jumped in front of the way. As he fell down, Nappa looked at him and said, "Why?" Vegeta would say, "I'm sorry. I didn't always treat you right. You raised me. You taught me. And you made me strong, Nappa. Kill him, please. Become a Super Saiyan. Destroy him. Get revenge for our race. Avenge everyone. Nappa, please. I believe in you." This is the first time Vegeta ever cried, and it was to Nappa, his oldest and dearest friend. This sparked a smirk in Nappa as he began to charge at Frieza, but Frieza punched him down. But then he began to scream, all the anger, all of the pain coursing through his veins until he transformed into a Super Saiyan. Frieza began to walk back and tremble in fear. This is impossible. Nappa said, "It is possible, Frieza. I may not be a good person, and I'm fine with that. But there was one person I cared about, Vegeta, and you took him from me. My dearest and closest friend. Now I'm gonna take you from this world." As Nappa charged up and punched Frieza down to the ground and began to beat him up limb from limb. Goku would come back eventually and see this. Everyone would be shocked and say, "What's happening?" Goku would be like, "Is that the Super Saiyan we were warned about?" But then Frieza would charge on a massive death ball and throw it into the world core, causing a massive explosion. Frieza would laugh and say, "5 minutes and you'll all die." Nappa would say, 5 minutes. That's all I need to beat someone as weak as you. Frieza would then get pissed. As Goku would say, "Nappa, we'll wish back your friend." But Nappa said, "Go. This is my fight." Goku said, "But no, I'm gonna fight Frieza. And I'm gonna come back for my friend." Goku nodded as they all began to leave the planet, and Nappa and Frieza were left to duel an epic battle Nappa would show no mercy, as he beat Frieza up and hit him with every pressure point. And Frieza and Nappa would begin to battle each other, but Frieza was running out of stamina, and Nappa would begin to beat him up, torture him, brutalize him, break his limbs. Nappa had all that anger suppressed inside of him, all those years of being a lackey, all those years of working under Frieza, and all those years of being looked down upon by him. Finally, he gets his revenge for him. No, not just him, for Vegeta. As he grabbed Frieza's arms, ripping it off, Frieza fell to the floor and said, "Mercy! Mercy!" Nappa said, "Mercy? I don't have mercy in my vocabulary," as he then blew him up. But then the planet began to shake. As everything began to blow, Nappa ran to one of the Ginyu spaceships and went into the space pod and launched it off right as it blew up. And Nappa did it. He became the Super Saiyan. He avenged Vegeta. And he was the hero. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed this series so far. I know I am. Peace out.